It is the 23rd day of January and also the 23rd day of the year 2021. This is Housing Development, the authoritative source of housing information. Today, the combination of rising interest rates and rising home prices has outgrown what many Nigerians can afford. How can the government improve social housing delivery for low-income Nigerians? What should be done to squatter settlements springing up all over the nation? Stay tuned as we discuss this and more on the program today. As always, I am Flora Arnie, your housing diva. Let's start by bringing you major headlines that made rounds during the week. I'll be back shortly. One of the Family Homes Fund's affordable housing projects in Borno State is at completion and soon to be available for occupiers. The 125 blocks, 500 units affordable housing scheme in Konduga local government area of Borno State will meet a very urgent and critical need for housing in the state. Since 2019, the social housing scheme began the funding and development of over 4,800 houses in the state, which has been alarmingly affected by the terrorist group Boko Haram. Having lost over 1 million houses to terror attacks, intervening in the state was a very important decision for Family Homes Funds, who signed an MOU with the state government in 2019 to build at least 1,700 homes for civil servants on low income and another 3,200 for internally displaced persons. The Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria expressed optimism in partnering with Shelter Afrique, a Pan-African housing finance institution, in providing affordable housing for Nigerians. Redan President Alhaji Ali Wamako revealed the association's plans of developing at least 100 housing units in each of the 774 local government areas of Nigeria under the Rural Urban Housing Initiative. He said the project was aimed at stemming the rural-urban migration, providing affordable homes to Nigerians within local communities and increasing the national housing stock in turn. Ms. Elizabeth Ogenegbu, Regional Representative Shelter Afrique, expressed joy at the project as it represented Shelter Afrique's vision of housing for Africa. She assured Redan of Shelter Afrique's collaborative efforts and said there will be more of these partnerships to come as an MOU has already been signed.
We already have an MOU signed with them. We are going to do more. The first thing is, of course, we've set up this committee to identify 3 projects that would immediately start working on. And then the good thing about this partnership is that we have an office in Abuja, which is for the Anglophone West African region, which is going to make the whole planning of the project to be very seamless and easy.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration has decried the number of abandoned buildings in the Abuja city center. The Director of the Department of Monitoring and Inspection, Olawale Labi, represented by Obinna Kocha of City Monitoring Division, stated this during a site inspection on Wednesday in Abuja. Mr. Labi said abandoned buildings were a security risk because they could serve as hideouts for hoodlums and criminals. He called on residents of the territory to always be vigilant and report any suspicious movements around any abandoned building in their neighborhood. He also urged developers to ensure that no site or building was left unoccupied. The Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors has moved into its new purpose-built office located in Mabushi district of the nation's capital city, Abuja. In his welcome address themed NIQS is Future Ready, President of the Institute, QS Mohammed Abato, FNIQS acknowledged the contribution by its immediate predecessor for embarking upon and substantially completing the building, as well as other past leaders of the Institute who supported in obtaining the land, developing the initial concept drawings, and planning the project towards making it a reality. He urged the Federal Capital Development Authority to speed up construction of the link road along NIQS Crescent to ease accessibility as a stimulant for social and economic activities in the area.
I want to, at this point, urge the Federal Capital Territory Development Authority to speed up the construction of the link road along NIQS Crescent to ease accessibility to the Institute to stimulate social and economic activities in the area.
The edifice is a 5-story structure with NIQS occupying the ground and 4th floors, while the first floor is reserved for its regulatory body. The second and third floors, however, are available for lease. Meanwhile, America's National Association of Realtors have expressed delight at President Biden's call for unity. NAR President Charlie Opler said NAR is committed to assisting President Biden and the new Congress as they seek to heal the nation and strengthen the economy, continuing the 113-year tradition of working with every Congress and presidential administration. The association expressed readiness in partnering on policies that will advance and expand the American dream of home ownership, addressing housing affordability and accessibility, and promote fair housing and racial equity. President Joe Biden is the 46th President of the United States, and Vice President Kamala Harris is the first woman to serve in the office of the Vice President. The end.
I am Dr. Sam Egu, Senate Committee Chairman on Housing. Keep watching Housing Development Program.
Timberlock Wood Preservative surpasses all preventive measures designed to permanently prevent the damage and quality reduction of wood and wood-based materials by termites, fungi, bacteria, and other boring insects. Use Timberlock Premium Wood Preservative to prevent, correct, and defend wood and wood materials against deformities caused by termites and other insects in the later days. Timberlock is designed to solve wood preservation challenges with a standard you can trust. Timberlock Wood Preservative kills termites instantly. Timberlock Wood Preservative, the wood preservative brand leader in Africa.
For more information on housing, finance and construction news, visit www.africanhousingnews.com, your up-to-date housing news website. Moving on, how can the government improve social housing delivery for Nigerians? What would you want the government to do in the area of housing provision this year, 2021? What do you desire for the federal government to do for low-income Nigerians as regard home ownership? You can be part of this conversation by following Housing Development on Twitter and Facebook via the handles on your TV screen. Now let's seek the views of Nigerians on Voices on the Street. I'll be right back.
Well, for me, I feel that government should consider building and try to find a way to break down the rent into maybe every particular, maybe every 3 months, every 4 months, every 6 months, and then tell the occupants to pay a particular amount of money instead of having to have private companies building and then telling you to pay 9 million, 10 million, 15 million to buy the entire building. So I feel that if government can actually step into it and then just decide to, okay, build an affordable home and then spill it over based on the capacity of the occupants, then that will solve a lot of problems.
If I may answer you direct, I don't have anything in mind because we are not truthful to any cause in Nigeria. The reason being that even if the government initiates these projects, it will not get to the people who are supposed to be the ones that benefit from it. And the way we live is what, for myself and my family alone. So with that, even if the projects are completed, definitely the beneficiaries cannot get. And even if they're supposed to give it out, it will be those that saves them. That is my own thoughts about this.
Thank you very much.
To me, what the government should do more, first of all, to create more awareness to the general public. The awareness isn't enough as far as I'm concerned. And to create more policies. What I mean by policies, if more mortgage banks could be created, most especially with that is interest-free loans. You understand? That will attract more customers. I mean, more of the general public. Interest-free loans. You understand? Or mortgage avenues. I think that will be more appropriate as far as I'm concerned.
There was a time the President Buhari himself cited Saudi Arabia as an example how Nigeria should emulate. I understand that Saudi Arabia, they have the housing program for their citizens, of which if the houses are not given freely to the public, an average citizen supposed to be able to pay money to the extent that within a particular year you'll be able to cover the money. Housing project is not an issue that federal government will just build and say we want to recover the money in 2 years or 3 years. So it is a program that they're supposed to spread along the years, so that even a particular person could not be able to finish paying it. His next of kin will continue to pay it, being the person that will inherit such a property. That is my own expectation from the government. There is nothing government can give to their citizens other than to give them affordable shelter and make sure that food is available to everybody's table.
Housing is one of the essentials of human. It's a way of providing shelter for the people. And so, as a responsible government, all they are supposed to do is, to the best of my opinion, is develop these houses and let the low-income earners occupy it and be deducting this money from their salary in installment. And by so doing, I believe this problem of housing in Abuja, I know it's not only related to Abuja, but especially in Abuja, will be curtailed.
I'm Leilani Farha, the UN Special Rapporteur, and I hope you'll keep watching the Housing Development Program.
As rightly said, the urban poor are victims of life circumstance. The 2021 plan for housing must begin to address issues surrounding urban poverty through the provision of social housing and relocation of shanty towns and possible upgrade of some slums. Let's go for a short break. I'll be back shortly.
Keep a date with Housing Development Program every week on TVC. Housing Development is the first and pioneer housing program in Nigeria and by extension, Africa. It remains the authentic voice of the Nigerian housing and construction industry. Housing Development is the only credible and specialized platform for seasoned professionals in the build industry, where quality and credible players in the real estate sector meet to interact, showcase, and analyze government policies. It is no doubt that hundreds of thousands of prospective Nigerians who desire to own their personal properties have done so through the assistance of Housing Development Program in the last 10 years. If you are a stakeholder in the build industry, here is where you must be. We are authentic, credible, and supported by all the leading professionals in the built industry. Housing Development on TVC.
Welcome back. The program is Housing Development. The investiture ceremony of Association of Professional Women Builders of Nigeria will be holding very soon on the 25th of February 2021. Now here are more details on the investiture ceremony. Take a listen.
In an interview with Housing Development, the Association of Professional Women Builders of Nigeria disclosed plans to hold its second investiture of the chairperson of APWBN and executive members and its 2021 seminar. Chairman of the committee, Builder Mrs. Florence Akinyoade, said the association was created with the aim of showing that women are also capable of succeeding in a male-dominated field.
Trying to catch the other smaller one young, for them to come on board on this field, because that field is being dominated with men. It's a men-dominated field, and we want women to come on board.
The secretary of the investiture committee, Builder Mrs. Victoria Ghana, speaking as well, said the investiture will be used to educate, celebrate new EXCO members, and to award outgoing EXCO members, as well as deserving members in the built industry.
We're going to use it to educate and also celebrate the new executives coming in, and then also award the outgoing executives and some people, well-deserving people that are in the construction industry. We're going to also give them awards on that day.
Speaking further, she urged Nigerians to be a part of the program as a disclosure of the association's goals for the next 2 years would be rolled out, as well as training for interested individuals in compliance with the investiture's theme.
I would like everybody to look into it, because part of the purpose of the investiture is also to roll out our program for the next 2 years. That is going to be our tenure. So during the investiture, we're going to roll it out for people to know what we're going to do to help, and we will be glad if they can come into it, especially with the new normal now with COVID around. That is why our team is talking about the construction industry, you understand, and bridging the digital divide and bridging the ICT gap. You know, right now things are not like normal again. Most of the meetings we have is done through Zoom and all that, and it's unfortunate some people still are not that ICT compliant. So part of it, the training is going to be done during that investiture. So we would like them to either join virtually, since because of the COVID, it's going to be both virtual and physical.
The event with the theme, the construction industry, transformation and the digital divide, bridging the gap, is scheduled to hold virtually and physically on the 25th of February at Academic Inn and Multipurpose Hall along Latif Jakonde, Agidingbi Road, Ikeja, Lagos.
My name is Alhaji Dr. Ali Orojuwamoko, the President of Real Estate Developers Association. I urge you to keep watching Housing Development Program, because it's the only way out for you to understand the housing business and housing delivery in Nigeria.
You're watching Housing Development. Welcome back. The program is Housing Development. Abuja, the federal capital city, is growing faster than the provision of the master plan, with both legal and illegal developments springing up almost everywhere. The informal settlement areas within the central city of Abuja are not integrated into the central city infrastructure, and this is one of the major challenges of the city. As a result, promoting urban poor growth that resulted in squatter settlement. What should be done to these illegal structures? Housing Development crew visited one of such settlements in Abuja. Have a look.
With the high rise of urban poverty in Nigeria when compared to rural poverty, there's evidence in the type of houses Nigerian poor occupy. Despite living on the shanty towns in tents and makeshift accommodations and under the constant fear of demolition by the government authorities to give way for urban development and render them homeless.
When I came to this community, there was nothing like pipe-borne water, nothing like light, nothing like access road. But to God be the glory. For some years now, God has blessed us with electricity, water, and a little bit of renovated inter-village road. I've been experiencing demolition here since 1996, 96-97. So I don't have any fear. I have lost a lot here. But where I'm staying today, I know that here is an illegal settlement. Anything can happen at any time. So I always be ready, as Boy Scout said, be ready, always.
Being poor in many urban centers in Nigeria usually translates to lacking access to the basic amenities such as water, roads, schools, primary health care facilities, among other needs that define human dignity. The eminent forceful eviction that comes with government demolition exercise of the demolition of illegal settlements usually further compounds the economic problems of the city's most vulnerable residents.
For now, the AEDC, they are trying, but we don't have road, and some have water, some do not have. Why some are using borehole? Yes, and the borehole dug by individual. That is what we are facing here. House rent is cost here. Another thing, we don't have road. So if government will assist on the road, because here is very dusty. I'm afraid of that. But one have to take risk, because life itself is a risk. So we are here. Any day they say we should go, we'll pack our things and leave.
I think we always see light. And that's all I can recall. Okay, water, there's water as well. I can't take that from them. But in terms of road, hospital, thank God you drive in through our major road. This is our major access road to the city. You see how good it is. Not even ordinary concrete has been poured on this road ever since I've been staying here. No house, no health center. As you can see, it's all over here. You can even look at it and see that nothing to cover up. So no roads, no what is it called, health hospital, and no house.
Many of those who serve the needs of the city live in slums and informal settlements. Therefore, striking a balance between urban development and urban poverty is crucial. The people, however, appeal to the government to come to their aid.
Well, I will advise them, before they will come and demolish, they should provide for people that are living here. They should provide houses and shops for them before they will come and demolish here.
You don't see any help from government here. We don't see any help. And the local government people, they normally come here to collect the revenues, the different peoples. This one will come, say it be this one will come, you say it be this, and they will cooperate with them. Still, no benefit.
I'm Debbie Erb. I work for OPIC in the United States, and keep watching the Affordable Housing Development Program.
As rightly said, the urban poor are victims of life circumstance. The 2021 plan for housing must begin to address issues surrounding urban poverty through the provision of social housing and relocation of shanty towns and possible upgrade of some slums.
Visit Housing TV Africa on YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Housing TV Africa to stay updated on latest happenings in Nigeria's housing sector. Follow our social media pages, like and share our posts on Facebook, Housing Development Program, on Twitter, Housing Program, on Instagram at Housing Program. Join the conversation and keep up with latest housing updates.
It is that time of the year where everyone can reflect on what they have done in the last year and create goals for themselves in the new year. For many people, one of the New Year resolutions may include them finally purchasing their dream home. If you've never been a homeowner, the process of finding a home and dealing with your finances may look overwhelming. However, it is completely doable and manageable if you stay organized and state what you want. Now plan towards becoming a house owner. On that note, I call it a wrap on today's edition of Housing Development. Thanks for your time. To catch up on all you've missed or to watch previous episodes of this program, subscribe to the YouTube channel on your TV screen. Do remember to follow us on all social media handles. Have a prosperous new year as you plan towards owning a home. I remain Flora Ani, your housing diva. Do stay safe out there.